good, people? Had the mic up right. Alright. I'm still learning this shit, man. Feel me? This Apple shit, they change. Every update is some new shit. You dig? He said the dribble a little better. It ain't AI yet. It's slow. Alright. Turn it up. They said turn that shit up. Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Alright. Salute from the mayor of Harrisburg. What's going on, people? We got about what we got about another 8 hours. An 8-hour shift left in 2019. Whoever just went to work, whoever the second shift. Shout out to Buffalo. What's the deal? Yeah, shout out to German Street, man. That's where I'm from. Been there, done that. You know. Happy New Year to everybody. Gully, is it Henny or Patron tonight? I don't drink. I really don't drink all like that. I imagine, you know, to, you know, participate or appease the moment and shit. I might drink champagne tonight, but I'm not. I ain't with it. I'm not the type to get towed down. Nah, man. Do you like to wrap up with Mad Skills or Uncle Murder? Murder been stealing the show for years. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all got y'all Uber money together and shit. Make sure y'all can RSVP Uber. Did y'all know that? Gully, can it be one New Year without a homicide? If everybody had that attitude, yeah, definitely. But it's gonna be some niggas clowning tonight. Favorite hip hop moment of 2019? Dancing Dan. Dancing Dan Hernandez, aka 6ix9ine, was the biggest thing in music. He was the elephant in the motherfucking room. I got you. Gully, are you cool with Queen's Flip? I've never met Queen's Flip in person. Yeah, Dancing Dan, that's his name. Oh, 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine will be back. Oh, man. Supernatural. Did you like, share, and comment that video? Shout out to the Godcast. Rod Digger, Lord Jamar. I sat in for Godfrey. He wasn't. He was away. 50 of French. It's about even right now, but I like 50 Cent's attacks. I like his attack style. He never disappoints me with his attacks. When he go at a nigga, he try to finish your ass. So yeah, he pounced on him and he had a lot of good material. He had a lot of good material. But French bounced back with the you know, the MTV Cribs shit. But everybody already noted. Everybody on MTV Cribs was fronting pretty much, except for Redman. But they said that Pimp My Ride and MTV Cribs, that shit was all scripted. That wasn't none of their houses or nothing. They cars and shit like that. Do they know the type of influence they had on people showing that shit to the public? You know how many niggas went out and stuck shit up and hopped on the highway with some bricks and shit like that, trying to keep up with that shit? That shit didn't even belong to them niggas. Y'all ain't right. I know how that shit rubbed me. So I could imagine how that shit rubbed niggas with a connect. Ooh-wee. Lola all the time. He said 50 long-winded with this petty shit. Some new artist just bodied Uncle Murder with that track. I gotta hear it. He said 50 got receipts because they used to be cool, but he busted him with the Bugatti is an '08. It still probably costs $1 million. Still might cost that. I don't know. It's an '08. Fifth blew up the spot. If I was 50 Cent and I bought a 2020 and somebody else came out with one not long after me, I tell everybody that's not the real one. That's not being petty. That's being real. That's not that's the junior varsity joint. Peace to the chat. He said French always lying. Man, 50 caught him. And he pointed out the dude who owned the car originally, and the dude didn't refute it or nothing. Screenshot, tagged him and everything. He said that was, and if you look at that dude's profile who was tagged, it was his everyday car. He drove that motherfucker often. It wasn't like, it was like mainly the main car that he was stunting with on there and taking pictures on it. His whole profile got the Bugatti on it. Gully, you put me on Mock Homie. Thanks. You welcome. Shout out to Real Hip Hop. They stormed back this year. Real Hip Hop stormed back this year. He said the picture with French fixing the car. 50's he's relentless. He got a new show coming out on ABC, man. That shit was inspiring seeing that. Executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. What's the joint? It's about Isaac Wright. It's about to come on ABC. 50's a big wheel, man. 50 throwing his weight around. I got power. I got this Isaac Wright shit. Got BMF on deck. That ain't a new car. Yeah, 50's a Willie. His name is on Real TV now, not TRL, not MTV. He's on the network. He's on family television now. He graduated. I forget the name of the fucking story, the name of the show, but it's the Isaac Wright show. It's the Isaac Wright story. He said the show is called For Life. Alright, make sure y'all check that shit out. 50 executive producer of that shit. Not no mini shit. I mean, like, not no like Power and all that shit. This real. Mark, what's good? Shout out to everybody in here fucking with the dribble, man. I just wanted to come through here and recap with y'all. I had a big year. After I cut my channel in half and shit. I took a lot of videos down off my channel and shit, and did a leasing deal. I leased the content to somebody and they didn't want it on the internet. That's what happened to the French Montana and Jim Jones, and that shit I did about Mike Tyson and Tupac, and I mean Mike Tyson and the gangsters and Tupac and shit. That shit all got leased. But so when it did that, when I took all of them, don't ever take nothing down off your channel. It fucks up the algorithm. I'm telling you now. Just put it on private. Don't delete nothing. I'm telling the whole world. This go for everybody. I'm telling you right now. If you upload something to YouTube and for whatever reason you don't like it, or you just don't want it seen anymore, just put it on private. Don't delete it. If you put it on private, you still get your views. All your views that you generated, you still cash them out. You dig? It won't be in the search engine no more and shit. You know what I mean? Nobody will be able to see it. But yeah, don't delete your shit. That's why I don't delete my shit. I ain't deleting shit. These motherfuckers is earners. Each video is like putting a hoe on it on a different corner. Here, girl. Need you to stand right there. Need you to stand right there. And eat. Eat while I'm asleep. He said them black ponies. What black ponies? You talking about these? You talking about these, huh? Ooh. These heat rock. This heat rock right here. Y'all see that good leather? These classics. Hold on. Light this motherfucker up. Now, if you know your history, especially if you're from Detroit, not that y'all made them famous. We all was wearing them. Well, my older brother was wearing them. In Detroit, they had a drug organization called Pony Down. Them niggas used to be on the corner with these on and shit. The suede ones. Whole block got them on. With the pony windbreakers and shit. The pony sweats and the sweatsuits and shit like that. And they was getting money. They was, think they was kind of like a spinoff of YBI. Like when YBI got in trouble, Pony Down was the next. They was the next niggas up. And go look. Leroy Buttram, I think, was one of the guys. Just look it up. Pony Down, Detroit. They're going to tell you the whole rundown and shit. He said, "Where your 8-ball jacket?" I actually tried to get one recently. They ain't had my size. Yeah, they didn't have my size. Good afternoon, everybody. Everybody in the building. He said they resemble Vans. You couldn't really see them and shit, but you gotta see them in person and shit. He said Pony Down, Errol Flynn's. He said Pony Down, sweatsuit, pony everything, West Detroit. Y'all heard him, right? Go look that shit up. He said my brother rocked ponies in the 80s. You used to see niggas coming through in them 98 Oldsmobiles and them Bonnievilles with their foot out the window and shit. Niggas used to be, riding shotgun with their foot out the window. They don't do that shit no more. Niggas was that cool in the 80s and shit. With their foot out the window with the latest kicks hanging out the fucking window and shit. You see them niggas ride like, damn, such and such got the new ponies. Such and such got the new troops. That's how I seen the fucking felines for the first time. A foot hanging out the window. He said, young lady murdered in Baltimore. Be careful, Gully. Jealousy is real. It's very real. I spoke about her last night. Gotta be careful, man. When you setting up these businesses in these impoverished neighborhoods, we can't save everybody. Save your family. You know what I mean? Fuck keeping it real. Keep it safe. Put your motherfucking business in a motherfucking community where there's security and, you know what I mean? Like, you stand in that crab barrel if you want. You're going to get what you're looking for and shit. That's just how the crab barrel operate. It's been operating like that. You know what I mean? That's what it is and shit. Be careful. Get right, no doubt. He said she was a young hustler, young entrepreneur. Yeah, hustlers and entrepreneurs get killed all the time. Being successful aggravates the crab barrel, man. You gotta be careful with shit. Motherfucker be watching you on IG. Can't wait to see you in person and shit. She was selling hair. Ain't no telling where her troubles began and shit. You know what I mean? You know the type chicks wear hair. You know the type of chicks that wear hair. You know the type of niggas that they date. You know, it's a crowd that come with that shit. Some people will kill to be. Hey, be careful. He said Spud Webb ponies is the truth. You mean City Wings? Spud Webb and Daryl Dawkins wore a pony as well. Nas had a bar about the '98 Oldsmobile in the song Streetwiders. Make sure y'all share this live. Like this video. How long I been? Oh man, I'm just getting started, man. So, yeah, 2019 was a big year for me. I introduced the dribble to the world. I also introduced a lot of hip hop music. You dig? Believe that I introduced a lot of hip hop music. A lot of shit that a lot of people y'all gonna hear from in the near future, as well as the now. I'm going to Africa, my nigga. He said those Kaepernick Air Force Ones is nice. They said them shit sold out in 0.1 seconds. Flew off the shelves. I know Nike happy about that. He said you turned down 2 Phase this year. I seen on Ford and Rome last night, my nigga, it costs $1,000 to see me and shit. You dig? It costs $1,000 to see me. I come see you. That go for everybody and shit. You know what I'm saying? It costs $1,000 to see me and shit. I fly to where you at. You know what I mean? And you can come pick me up and get whatever you got on. Get it off your chest. You know what I mean? That's how I operate. That go for everybody. I said it to the general public just now and shit. You know what I mean? You want to see the dribble booking. He said the whole upstate hip hop scene. Yeah, I was instrumental in that. Pat the dribble on the back. Rome Streets. Jamal Gasol. Of course, who I interviewed. Benny. Spesh. Conway. Green Double. Taj Mahal. I got a rap sheet, man. Sammy. A rap sheet. Upstate New York rap sheet. I hope I'm not leaving nobody out. Them niggas worked real hard this year. Shout out to Middletown. Middletown up there getting busy too. So he said, Gully, the sad part is some blacks don't buy back the block for ownership just for pointless brownie points from broke street niggas. Yeah, I'm past all that stupid shit. Just remember where you heard it first. He said, I'm near Middletown. He said, you should be buying your load for me. Send me something. You know I'm a big time consumer. Send me something if you feel like that. Send me something. You know I keep it on. You know I keep it on. You know I keep it on. Send something through. He said, real shit. No, man, you got some teddy bears and some some P wings and shit like that. Fuck with me on Instagram, man. I'm on Instagram, The Real Gully TV. He said, I don't do social media. You ain't serious about your business then. This internet shit popping like a motherfucker. Y'all share this live. This internet shit popping like a motherfucker, man. You ain't got no merch online. Are you serious? He said, Gully, when you gonna do an interview with Lakey the Kid? Sherm actually hit me recently and said, I think either Merry Christmas or Happy New Year. One of them, maybe both. like maybe like a week ago, and I was more in contact with Sherm actually than I was Lake. But he always let me know that Lake was in tune with what we was doing, and you know he's right there. He generally said this. This is what he said, and he took the high road. He said, he don't feel no need to do a Gully TV interview because he don't get nothing out of making niggas from niggas he grew up with look bad. Y'all understand what he's saying? Do y'all understand that? That's what he said. That's what was told to me. That's what was presented to me. He said, I wish we could send pics of shoe game instantly in the chat. That'd be dope. Payroll, what's good, big guy? He said he don't know how to network. If you're not online with your merchandise, you lunching, you tripping for real. The merchandising game is probably more effective than actually being online and shit. Like you only get a teaspoon of any type of monetization, like it's pennies. You know what I mean? You got to work hard to make it stack up. But you know, if you could sell a motherfucker, some garments, a record, a hard copy, a CD, a poster, an autograph poster, any type of apparel, sneakers. If you got, aspirations to do that, this is the arena. The online shit is the arena, for real. Payroll, you funny motherfucker, man. He said, we'd be even more serious if you incorporated an online presence. People would take you more serious if you was online. You ain't online and you got merch, man. Motherfucker be scared to do some business with you. We need to know what you look like or something. You know niggas getting shot going to do them deals and shit. Motherfuckers getting robbed. I think people have been killed going to cop something from somebody they, an internet purchase and shit. Tiger was good. Are you hip to the publishing game? I know a little something. I can read. Google is your friend. YouTube and Google is your friend. Use them. Ask questions. I gotta shout out these people. The elders. When I say the elders and shit, I be talking about people that I grew up listening to who are generally older than me and shit. MC Shan, Black Rob, Mark Curry, Daddy O. Daddy O's a big part of what's been going on with Gully TV. He's good people. Daddy O, Luke Steffen, Shannon Briggs, fucking Granddaddy IU. So many. It's so many. Oh, Jason Weaver. And of course, Sean Branch. All these niggas are older than me, right? And they were great people to work with. They older than me, meaning they don't consider me to be a threat. They look at me like little brother or a nephew or some shit like that. That's their perception of me because, like I said, they're older than me and shit. And they don't no funny shit with these guys and shit. They done been in the industry. They done seen all the fake shit. The industry what's good about working with these people is the industry done showed its ass to them. They know that the industry isn't relationship friendly, so to speak. So, after they've dealt with that, they pretty much very, very down to earth. They done already spent all the millions of dollars. They done toured all over the world, They done did it. So, yeah, my access to them was always real fluid because they not looking at me like, yo, um, I don't know if I should do an interview with him because he was beefing with such and such, right? Now, this person might not even know such and such, but have intentions or plans to get down with him on site, hop on dick on site. And I don't have to deal with these politics with these older guys. They gonna speak to who the fuck they want to speak to. It's just a whole. Oh, Lord Jamar Rod Diggin, Jamar, big part of what. If y'all think I do this by myself, that's just not logical. I got a consortium of productive people who all trying to go in the same direction and shit. And I've told them, my platform is yours, man. Straight up. Whatever you need, I'm at your beck and call. And they dig, that Fat Man Scoop. They dig the fact that I'm about it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know the type of respect I gained from Fat Man Scoop, meeting him in person in Dubai? Now, mind you, we've already been talking and interacting on the internet, but he's over in them countries in the Middle East. He's over in the East and Europe and all that shit on a regular. That's his life. That's what he do. Out of all people, that he see on the internet doing whatever, acting like hoodlums and shit, I guess. He seen me. That changes your perception about my professionalism. You feel me? And my reputation for shit like that has Mitchie Slick, West Coast, has carried me a long way. But yeah, again, these older guys, I appreciate you niggas on the highest level. Whatever y'all need from me, you already know what it is. But yeah, I just had to tell y'all that. You resemble Lord Jamar. Are y'all are you two related? Jamar, Jamil. I don't know. You think you could get an interview with Fat Cat via Lou? Oh, Bemmy. I left Bemmy out. Bemmy and Haitian Jack. All them niggas had a Dexter. They all older than me and shit. But everybody that I mentioned, I appreciate I appreciate y'all cooperation in regards to helping me transition my life from having to break any, do any crime and shit like that to get by. So, yeah, you pull up on a nigga wherever, Dolo, Stamp. I love DC, man. Shout out to DC. DC's been my top 5 videos, no bullshit, for like 60 days straight. The dribble has landed in the fucking district. You heard me? Straight up. The dribble landed in the motherfucking district, Jack. Yeah. And I'm glad when they got a hold of this shit, I had a library already. Mike Gill, Victor Page, Lonnie Baxter. I'm strapped. You know what I'm saying? I'm strapped. They like, damn, man, why DC like, damn, why we just getting down with the dribble and shit? Why ain't nobody, Big Head Gary, why ain't nobody told us about the dribble? I had to come down there. You niggas ain't right. I had to come down there and ride around by myself. With a painter. With a motherfucking painter. And I had to listen and record and get this information verbatim from the painter so I could package and give it to y'all Do y'all know the type of after I do an interview with some of these painters, afterwards I'd be like, it'd be like all my energy because you have to conduct a perfect conversation, perfect communication. You know what I'm saying? Perfect pronunciation. You're dealing with a painter. Straight up. You're dealing with a painter. They paint. So this is my job. This is what I do and shit. This takes a skill. I remember this older guy named Tom, rest in peace. He was telling me about having tact. T-A-C-T, tact. It's kind of like the way that you approach and deal with things and shit. And I've been blessed with the gift of communication, and I got a hell of the vocabulary is impeccable. He said you need that good. Yeah, after the interviews, man, I have to get. They said, is it draining? Is it draining? Man, I gotta smoke me an L, and I just be like, oh man. And listen, right? After I do some work with a painter, I still ain't off the hook till it hit the internet. You know what I'm saying? And y'all fuck with it. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? If y'all fuck with it, I get them phone calls. My man, the dribble is immaculate. I get it now. I said, you get it? I got it. Straight up. Oh, Lola, I got a. He said, he's a published fucking author. He's selling a lot of fucking books. He has a job. He has merchandise, Teflon Sports. He got Teflon Sports and apparel. He got ventures, and he got good sense, and he's fearless. That's all you need in business. That's all you need out here. You gotta have nerve. You got a lot of fucking nerve, right? And be intelligent. If you got both of them, you gonna get you some paper. I promise you. Straight up. And Tom's from Pennsylvania. He was from Erie. And right. He said he said you forgot the Scarface joint at the Legacy Award. Oh, Dave Mays. Shout out to Dave Mays. I gotta put him on the legends list and shit. Dave Mays is a funny motherfucker. Hey yo. Dave Mays the first motherfucker that Dave Mays the first person that I've encountered in this in my media, in my media travels, who takes a look at the shit that go on the internet, with me. And I seen skepticism when I met him. Like, he like, like expecting, like, he wasn't afraid of me. Just, damn, I wonder, can I encounter something like standing next to this guy and shit. But when I seen that, right, I said, man, I gotta try to tone it down. I gotta try to change my shit, man. Like, I don't want people's perception of me to be that. Don't look at me. Look at my work. Don't look at me. Don't. Straight up. Don't look at me. Just look at my resume and my work that I put out. That's it. PA all day, no doubt. Happy New Year's, Angel. He said Michael Moore. You gotta have nuts to invest your hard-earned bread. You gotta believe in this shit. Oh, that's something else. Yeah, that get back to nerve. You gotta be fearless, man, because you investing your time and money. You know what I mean? Like I've never been in a subservient position. When I say that, like I've never been like since I've been fucking with a camera. I never worked for anybody except for Mark Curry. That's the only person that paid me for weeks and weeks, housing, per diem, food, like for weeks and weeks at a time and shit. Um, but of course I was working. But aside from that, it's let me take my chain off and sell this motherfucker now. I don't care. I'll get this motherfucker back. Or you don't won't believe how many flat screens like sick. My man used to say, "Man, I don't even know why you be getting them big ass joints. You, I don't even know why you be buying them big ass TVs, man. All you do is sell them motherfuckers and shit." Oh shit. He said, Fubu and Cross Colors wouldn't need to make a comeback if we supported ours like we support Balenciaga. I feel what you're saying. Um, Cross Colors came back out with a little something, and I think they fucked up with putting them in them. You can't drop and go straight to Gabe's and shit like that. And they that's what they did. That's why I was seeing smokers and shit with that shit on. Like they ain't even know what the fuck they was wearing and shit. I'm like, yo, where you get that shirt at? They was telling me and shit. I'm like, damn, they got them joints. They shouldn't have did that. Cross Colors should have came back out and been expensive. It should have been like $100 a shirt and shit like that. Like that's just what it is, man. Like if you giving it away, people not gonna take it serious. That's my take on it. He said I still wear Levi's. Me too, pimp. He said we support all of these blank blank designers, but don't support black owned. Shit, I buy shit from black people. If it's nice, I do most of my shopping on Instagram and shit. That's where you see all the fly shit. It's like a magazine and shit. You flip through the magazine and shit. You know, you ain't got to get what the nigga wearing, or you ain't got to get the popular joint. You can get a different color, or just do you and shit. Sammy Sosa, thank you. He said put out a product that black people genuinely like and they will support. I ain't had no problem selling snapbacks this year. I ain't gonna lie. Snapbacks doing great. Straight up. Doing great. I appreciate everybody that copped and shit. For real, but that's what you get when you put out some quality and shit. You put out some hot shit, people gonna cop. You ain't got to worry about nothing else. If it's hot, they gonna cop. Same goes for music. Despite all the politics, can't nobody hold you back. Say Ewing's made a solid comeback. Sabiato and Madness both black owned. He said I support the quality regardless of the race. With me, right? I got a particular style of dress and shit, right? But I just have to now I've spoken about the designer thing and shit like that, but me per se, I just have to buy. I gotta have something pricey on. I just have to. I for real. Often it's not my shoes, it's not my sneakers, cause I wear shit like them ponies and shit. I wear that, I wear a lot of vintage joints and shit. But yeah, I Fashion put niggas in their place, yo. That's my opinion. Fashion put niggas in their place. Especially like black men, like we real competitive and shit. That's just how black men are and shit. Real competitive and shit. You be at the gym, niggas be ice grilling. Man, say what's up, cornball. Like, that's just how niggas is. They looking at their arms, trying to see if you the same. All of that dumb shit. That's how niggas is. But I just don't want a nigga to wrap his mind around he can get fresh like me. You know what I mean? Because then they get to thinking that they don't, we equal, we can holler at the same bitches and shit like that. Like, all of that comes into play. So yeah, fashion is intimidation to me and shit. You know what I mean? It keep niggas in their place. Keep niggas in their place. Without saying a word and shit. For real. It's always been like that with me and shit. Straight up. Get fresh on a nigga. Straight up. Yeah, you don't want them, a regular Joe and shit to be able to walk into the store and, cop what you ultimately wearing, like your main garment and shit like that. Like, I'm real clever with it. But, he said, where the dribble footwear at, man? I'm strapped, man. Y'all don't, I just showed y'all some hot shit. I just showed you the pony downs. Niggas ain't got that. You know what happens? Niggas see them like, man, them motherfuckers is wavy. And don't know they done walk past them 50 times and shit. Running to the Air Jordan rack. You go to the clearance rack first, man. Go to the clearance rack and shit like that first. You gotta always, don't feel bad, man. Just peek over there and shit. That's one of my skills and shit. That's one of my, gotta see what's on the clearance rack first. Like, we might not wear it now. I might, but I'm just saying, it's a little peek. Clearance rack peek. You know what I mean? After I do my little peek, I get to moving around the room and shit. You know what I'm saying? I get to, and what happens with me, right? I don't go in a spot and buy an outfit. I never been like that. I buy parts, pieces and shit. I've always been like that because my closet is so extensive and shit, right? When I go shopping or we go shopping or some shit like that, I'll be moving through the shopping process and I'll be like, bingo! And that's the final piece. The final piece to the outfit that I've been building for like 6 months. It's a killer. I got the shirt, the motherfucking shirt from TJ Maxx. I got this from over here. I got the sneakers from over here in Atlanta. I got the hat. Oh, it's gonna be murder. And that's when y'all get it. Y'all get murder. Straight up. Straight up. But yeah, I don't go in a spot and, let me get that and that and run out. I very rarely do that. A store can't dress me. I ain't been in a store that could dress me from head to toe yet. They can't do it. They can't do it. They can't do it. They can't do it. Straight up. You said, how I get one of your hats? You can cop. Cop, my nigga. No, we merged up. Just told y'all. Just told my man with the polo. He ain't got no social media. I do. Just the Fashion Bronco tour. I grabbed the wrong box. Fuck it. It's my collaboration I did with New Era and shit. I designed this joint. The Fashion Bomb and shit. You know what I mean? I be popping that fashion shit over here and shit, So yeah, that's my brand and shit. It's on Instagram, the Fashion Bomb Couture. Y'all might have seen me with the shirt on. I had the t-shirt on, one of the shirts on yesterday. But I'm able. Cameron Purple Haze 2 is a classic. He said, "You from the air, the polo sweater with the bear on it." My big bro was on it too with the Super Tims. Let me tell you some funny shit, right? When we be in the polo store and shit, like I'll probably be with one of my nephews or some niggas younger than me and shit, and I watch them how they move around the low store thing. They be clueless. They don't know the different lows and shit like that. They don't know them. They just know polo. They just see polo and just start buying shit, but they don't know. You gotta know that. You gotta have the history. I'm on Instagram, the Real Gully TV, man. You can cop from right over there. He said the gum bottom Reeboks. Instagram, the Real Gully TV. I got Cash App, PayPal, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it with you right now. Boom, 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 boom. What you think about French and 50? We already went over that, man. 50's winning. If it's the truth, can't defeat the truth. The truth can't. It's undefeated. You can't do it. Like this video and share it, will you? Share my own shit. All right. Follow me on Instagram, the Real Gully TV, y'all. We about to start a new year. I should just start flooding shit right now. I shouldn't even wait till tomorrow. I should just start bombing shit right now to close the year out. Y'all want me to start bombing shit? He said, Gully, how many YouTubers gonna steal your mannequin idea before March 2020? They can't help it. They can't help it. It's all original. It's relentless. The attack is relentless. They can't do it. They can't. Attack is relentless. I tell y'all what I'm gonna do though. Tell you what I'm gonna do, right? For you guys who got merch, I'm gonna advertise for you. I'm gonna tell the world about your brand. Dig. So yeah, your brand here. Got it? Show these niggas how to hustle, man. Can you dig it? It's the dribble. Uh. He said interview how to. I don't have IG, but I'ma sign up, man. You missing the party. He said French did a video last night. It's clearly two different whips. He'll try something like that. Corey, what's good, pimp? He said, how? Oh, okay. Yeah, come fuck with your boy. I got you, man. They gotta ship that shit to your door. Ask around. It's niggas in the chat running around with them joints on. Phil, thank you. Shout out to Long Island. Hit y'all with that Granddaddy IU last night. This shit only gonna get bigger and bigger. Expect it. Juan White, I don't think so. If French squashes Jim Jones beef, he should ever squash his 50 Cent beef. Jim Jones and French ain't cool. Did I miss something? Jim Jones ain't cool with French. My favorite video 2019 was Had Me in Stitches was King Erner, his beef with Gene Deal and Emrek and Gene Deal. That shit was funny as a motherfucker, yo. French said he squashed it on his recent DJ Academics interview. Oh, okay. He said, I think 50 stole Max B sound. 50 was already multiple platinum before Max B did anything in the business. Don't do that. KC87, I'm glad I could be of some service to you. He said Hassan Blade fight was the funniest. Absol, no, not really. What you gonna have in store of us in 2020? Um, expansion beyond this YouTube platform. I think that's the safest move for everybody who's serious about this. They not gonna let this continue to go on. YouTube is like the new welfare system. Straight up, everybody taking a shot at this shit. Like they're like, for real? The money come every month. Everybody, motherfuckers breeding kids, giving themselves. Go ahead, start your channel. Oh shit. He said, all 2020, I'm bumping the Twin Towers. Oh shit! I never heard their music, man. What their music sound like? They did a mixtape with K Slay before. They brother. Not yet. I meets 12, but I can have some printed for you. I got some. I just ain't jumped out there yet. Cut from a different cloth. What's shaking? Share this live and like this video. I can't even see the likes. I'm on a different program. I'm not on YouTube. I'm on a program called OBS. So all I can see is y'all comments out the corner of my eye. But he said they hate each other. Quake, K Slade, and the T Towers. She called them the T Towers. Old head bread was shaking. He said, what's up with Lena Lean? I just was on Instagram with her. She be working a job. She coming back. I should have her on here tonight. I'm on Instagram, The Real Gully TV. You don't want to miss my IG. My IG is very informative and controversial as a motherfucker. Straight up, uncut. It's action on there all day long. How many pairs of glasses? I didn't get but one pair, and I didn't buy them. He gave them to me and shit. The ones I wanted was like $1,500. I'm worth a shot at some $1,500 frames. I just didn't do it then. That was like a suicide move right now. Howard, you got that cricket phone, fam. You the only one in here complaining. What size you gonna have in your merch? I got whatever size you need, pimp. How you feel about the kid CC show? He transferred from Instagram to he's on YouTube now. Gazelles or Versace with the Medusas on the side. I never really wore them big motherfuckers and shit. It's Cazale too. Cazal. Them Gazelle joints was knockoffs. That's possible. Yeah. He said Gene Deal responded to Earn. It was hilarious. That whole shit was funny. You're gonna have me watching that shit when I get up off of here. I'm going to Africa soon. Yeah, them gazelles was knockoffs. I knew y'all wasn't gonna let that go. Who do you think should take over Uncle Murder wrap up? Shit. Uncle Murder doing a damn good job with that shit. Big Mama thing for Roxanne Shante. Drake's Rap Radar interview. Yep, I seen parts of it. It be so much shit on this internet, man. I can't do it and keep serving y'all this dope. I got to be on my Mac working. Probably Ghana. I hear Ghana's pretty wavy. That's what I was told. I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all come fuck with me on Instagram. Yeah, it's about to be an hour. Appreciate y'all for coming through, fucking with your boy. Make sure y'all cop that Fashion Bond Couture Snapback Flight School 1. It's the name of it and shit. I don't feel like pulling them shits back out. But, yeah, fuck with your boy, man. I might get back on tonight, depending on how I'm feeling. Y'all probably gonna be somewhere drunk. Drive safely. Get y'all Ubers together. Seriously. Get y'all Uber shit right for the night. And I'll see y'all next year. Alright?